Artists, today we are going to add a warm color sun onto our cool colored background. So at your tables, you're going to see a couple of circles for you to trace, and then all kinds of warmed colored paper. Okay, some of them are scrap paper. So we have red, orange, yellow, and pink is a warm color too. I'm going to choose a color for my sun. Let's see, I think I'm going to do a yellow sun, and then I'm going to choose the size for my sun. When you are tracing shapes, you want to move your shape as close to the edge as you can. So that way you have a big chunk of paper left that you can use for other details. Now I'm going to use my hand, my free hand, to hold down my circle tracer, and then I'm going to use my pencil, and I'm going to do my best to push it against the circle and trace around my shape. Oh, I got stuck by my hand. So I'm gonna try my best not to move the circle. Sometimes it might help to move the whole paper, but keep your hand on that circle so it doesn't move its spot. And I'm gonna keep tracing. Oh, my hand is in the way again. So I'm gonna try my best to just turn it and trace to the end. Now I have my own circle shape, and I still have all this paper left to use for something else. It's time to cut out my circle. When we're using our scissors, we want to make sure that our thumb goes into the smaller hole of the handle, and then the rest of our fingers should be able to fit through the larger hole of the handle. And now I'm ready to cut, opening and closing like that. Always cut away from yourself. Never cut towards yourself. Here I go. Notice how my scissors is pointing away from myself, and my free hand is holding onto the paper and adjusting it. So my scissors is still pointing in one direction, but my free hand is moving the paper so that I can go around the circle, and I can control what I'm cutting better this way. If I was to cut you with my hand and the scissors moving, look how uncomfortable my hand is getting. It's all bent like that, and that hurts, and it doesn't feel very good. And it's hard to control it. See how I cut off out of the lines now? When we are using our scissors, we want to just keep cutting in one direction, and this hand is moving the paper for us. There's my sun, and I'm going to glue that onto my cool colored painting that I made last time. When I'm using my glue stick, I want to make sure that I take the top off, set it down so it's standing up, not so that it's rolling around. That's how we lose our caps and our glue sticks will dry out. I just twist out a little tiny bit. We don't want to twist it all the way out. That's not helpful. Now I'm going to just draw or trace my circle shape. I should see where my glue is. And then I'm going to flip it over and give it a good back rub. I like to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, it doesn't really look like a sun yet. What can I add to it? I'm going to use some of my leftover papers and scrap papers to cut and add details. Notice how before I glue it down, I'm just placing all of my shapes to where I want them, so I have a good idea of what it's going to look like. And once I have it all placed down, then I can glue them down. Here's a little trick on how you can cut many of the same shapes. I'm taking some red scrap paper and I'm folding it, and then I'm going to cut out a little shape. I'll do a circle. And now look how many circles I have. Because I folded it, I was able to cut out lots of circles from that folded piece of paper. Now I just have to think of where I'm going to put these circles. And now I can add even more details with some of my warm colored markers. And now my picture is done. I have a warm colored sun on a cool colored background. Happy art making!